So, back in, this would have been 2008? 2008. Yeah. There was this incident that happened where, long story short, me and my now ex-wife had decided to part ways. There was a lot of stuff that had led up to it, but something happened the day before where she had gone to visit some people in a neighboring town, her family, which wasn't far from where she liked to rent videotapes. Me, I didn't see the point in it, but she's like, no, I really like this place, which was like a good 20-minute drive from where we lived. It made no sense. There's all these other places that were closer by, but she liked that place. So I had gotten home from work and she had an attitude. And I said, hey, you didn't happen to return those videos that we checked out a couple days ago, did you? Because they're due back today. And she looked at me and said, why would I do anything for you? That was my breaking point. That's when I was like, oh, okay, so the person who consistently leaves their car on empty takes my car to work so that I can fill the gas tank because she's too good to. Refuses to do the dishes. Most of the cooking was done by me. I had to do the laundry. The list goes on and on and on. But no, she made quite the statement there of, why would I do anything for you? So I got up, got in the car, drove all the way down there, got there 5 minutes after they had already closed, dropped the tapes in the drop box, knowing that I was going to have a late fee, when somebody else was already over there. I got home and she was already asleep in bed. So I spent like 2 hours that night writing her a note that I left for her in the morning because she went to bed before me, and because of my work schedule, I would be up before her and we wouldn't even see each other. If I wanted to make it crystal freaking clear what I thought about what she had said. And the next day, I'm at work, my phone's ringing, it's her. I'm working in the ER, so I can't answer it. She leaves a voicemail and she's screaming at me. How dare you? I can't believe you would talk to me like this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, really? Because I seem to remember somebody saying something just last night. Now, I called her out on her bullshit. She didn't like it. And then I got home the next day. I could tell she was pissed. She was fucking livid. She's sitting on the couch. And one of the things she says is, I think we should get a divorce. And I looked at her right in the eyes and I said, I agree. And then all of a sudden her face completely changed. It turned into, what? Like, you don't want to see a counselor? And I'm thinking to myself, you just flat out stated in what you said, you don't want to go to marriage counseling. You want to skip all of the stuff that you're now saying, that accusing me of not wanting to do. That's what it was. No, she tried to turn her statement around on me. as to I'm now the one who wants to get the divorce. And I'm like, no, you're the one that said it. And I went through all the stuff. I was like, I want to have kids. You don't want to have kids. I didn't want to buy this house. You wanted to buy this house. Because I knew that was going to come up later. I don't want to live here. This neighborhood sucks. Oh. So you're going to leave it to the guy that tried telling you that this neighborhood is shit, but you wanted to believe the realtor. No, went down the whole list of this is not repairable. Like, she was not willing to work with anything. And we had gotten married with the idea of like having kids and having a family, and it slowly turned over time to I would never be a good mother. And then it turned into I don't want to have kids. And then it turned into the, I don't know if you remember this, the magic vagina syndrome, where all these women were thinking because they were with their boyfriends or husbands for a certain period of time and never got pregnant, that, oh, I can't have kids. And then, of course, they get knocked up by some Chad after they break up with the person that they were with. And then they're stuck being a single mom because bad decisions. And she followed in line with all of this afterwards, too. But a couple days later was her birthday. And of course, she wanted to go out, and we hadn't really told anybody what we were doing. She was sleeping in the other room because we had a 3-bedroom house. And we were trying to figure out like how to split stuff up, yada, yada, yada. But stuff got really bad the night of her birthday, where we went out to Monaco Bay, a fucking place I absolutely hated. The dual piano bar, where you could put money on the piano, and if they knew the song, they would play it. If they didn't know the song, they kept your money anyways, because they're assholes. You couldn't just go up and pick another song. No. You had your shot. I don't know the song. Put another $1 or $5 or whatever you want on the piano, and guess what? If I don't know that song either, I'm still keeping your money. Now, this place was really fucking shady. The people who went there were god-awful. And the staff was, too. So we get there. Some of her co-workers and friends, who I never saw again, were there for her birthday party. And we walk in, and I say to the waitress who's serving us, our server, I don't know if it's a waitress or not, definitely not a bartender, not working at the bar. She was serving our table, this little blonde POS. I say to her, yeah, my tab is for me and her, pointing to my then wife. And she goes, oh, okay. So the night goes on. I have 2 or 3 beers because I'm driving her home and she's getting plastered. So I'm already dreading this bill because she's not getting a beer. No. She's getting all these mixed drinks that are like 10, 12 bucks a pop. And I see people getting up from the table during the evening and leaving, but I don't see them getting a bill. So I figure like, oh, they must have started their tab at the bar. Do you see where this is going? So at the end of the night, everybody's gone. It's just me and her. And I think she did this on purpose, where all of a sudden I'm sitting there. She goes to use the bathroom. And the server comes over and hands me my bill, which was $150. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, you said you were paying for everyone at the table. And I was like, I did not. I told you, and I quoted her what I said. And she got this look on her face like, oh fuck. Next thing I know, there's 2 or 3 bouncers that are standing around me, and one of them looks at me and says, "You're paying this tab." And I was like, "Oh, really? No. And she's like, "Well, you can ask your friends." They're not my friends. And I told them the situation. I said, me and her are getting fucking divorced. You put everyone on my tab for no reason. I did not tell you to do that. Well, you can get the money from them. Nope. I am never fucking seeing these people again. So I end up, of course, paying the tab, which meant some bill somewhere was not being paid because I wasn't getting fuck all help from you know who. And then we get home and I tell her what happened, and she had absolutely nothing to say, which meant she's the one that told the fucking waitress that. Oh yeah, he's paying for all of it. Fuck you. If you thought we might not be getting divorced beforehand, that was a good way to make sure it happened. So we get home. She's in her room. I'm in my room. And she starts bawling and crying and saying she wants her hubby and all this shit. She thought she was getting fucking laid that night. We had just talked about getting divorced. And because it was her birthday, she thought she was going to get some action. I'm like, you don't get rewarded for leaving me or fucking me over and our finances just out of spite. It was some vindictive, childish bullshit. And this is already after we had had a fight because I hadn't gotten a raise in God knows how long from a stupid fucking hospital with a bunch of cheap bastards that don't know how to fucking pay their people. And when I asked her for, I think it was like $20 I was short to pay everything that week. Why do you need my money? I earned that. Bitch, I didn't earn my shit and I pay for you. The least you can do is help out. Did I get any money from her to pay the bills? Fuck no. She goes to her family bitching about how he's now asking me for money to pay the bills. And her parents that have been married for God knows how long were both like, so why aren't you helping him pay the bills? Well, he's always paid them before. I don't know why he can't pay them now. And they're going on about the rising cost of living and economics. And they knew I hadn't gotten a raise in God knows how long. And her dad worked at the other hospital and knew how fucking shitty hospitals could be. She listened to them? No. It was her money. She was keeping it. Who gives a fuck if the lights get turned off? Not her problem. She didn't do it. So yeah, that night, well, that is one of the reasons I just do not go out. I don't go out with other people. I don't go out with vindictive bitches. Oh no, he's getting the tab. He's paying for everyone. Waitresses, servers out there, when somebody says that, you better check with the person at the table. Because I came really fucking close to taking out those 3 bouncers at the bar. Did she get a tip? Fuck no. Nope. No fucking tip from me. She was shit out of luck with that one. She fucked herself over doing that. You want to be a cute little waitress with a low-cut top and your hair up and your makeup all done so you can get more tips. Don't be fucking stupid at the same time. And if you're still wanting your tip, if you happen to be watching this out there and you know the night that happened, and if you remember me, no, you need to go talk to my ex. She's the one that did that to you. I am done making up and paying for other people's fuck ups. Not doing it anymore. So yeah, that is some of the crazy shit that happens towards the end of a marriage. And it does not help. If there's any hope of repairing anything at that point in time, it was not going to happen after that. I take her out and she screws me over? No. You're going to fuck me. You better have dinner and a movie first. And if you're going to that area, perhaps return the goddamn videotapes. Even the dude from American fucking Psycho could do that.